I love professional wrestling, and I love horror movies. And when I get the two of them together, I love that even more. But this ain't it, Chief. Welcome back to Wrestling with Horror. My name is Andrew Dreamer. As always, I'm here to talk about professional wrestling, horror movies, and look at all the ways that they intersect, connect, and everything in between. Today, we're taking a look at an absolute fever dream of a movie, Pro Wrestlers vs. Zombies. It was written and directed by Cody Knotts and stars several professional wrestlers, including the franchise Shane Douglas, Rowdy Roddy Piper, Matt Hardy, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and Kurt Angle, all as fictionalized versions of themselves. This film tells the story of a group of wrestlers who are unknowingly thrust into a fight for their lives against a horde of zombies. And like I said, this movie is so out there and so over the top, and honestly kind of ridiculous, but that doesn't mean that there's no enjoyment here. So let's march right to the ring and run through the plot of this film. Our film opens up with one of my favorite things, a wrestling match. In this match, sees Shane Douglas killing his opponent, Billy, in the ring because he found his girlfriend was cheating on him. Because of this, that wrestler's brother, Angus, devises a plot to put together a private wrestling show at a prison. He pays for a sleazy promoter to get some of the boys together, and he finds a way to raise the dead and create zombies to enact his revenge on franchise. Shane Douglas is offered a lot of money to appear at the prison show, which he accepts because he's been working for a hot dog and a handshake ever since the incident. So he travels to the show with Roddy Piper, Matt Hardy, and several others. When they arrive, they're greeted by Hacksaw Jim Duggan, and they prepare for the show. But of course, the card is subject to change, and they are ambushed by zombies and trapped inside the ring. Kurt Angle is being brought through a side door as kind of a surprise, and he's attacked and turned into a zombie as well. The group of wrestlers escapes out of the ring and runs into the prison. One by one, they are picked off by the horde. Sometimes because the franchise sacrifices them to save himself, which is exactly what he does to Hacksaw Jim Duggan and another wrestler named Facade. Matt Hardy and his girlfriend are also killed and they're turned into zombies. And after this, Douglas finally drops the kayfabe and he confesses to his girlfriend that he meant to kill Billy, and his girlfriend just runs away after this. Angus confronts Franchise, who tells him that he's glad that he killed Billy and he would do it all again. Like, jeez. Angus summons his horde, but they are fought off. But that doesn't really sit well with Angus because he summons another horde of zombies that is made up of Shane Douglas's family. He pleads for Angus to turn them back, but the hatred is deep with this one, and he refuses. So Douglas is forced to make the very difficult decision to kill his family. Angus summons one more horde, and they finally overcome the franchise and kill him. This leaves Piper and his girlfriend alive, and they uncover this huge industry secret and find out when they hurt the original nurse that Angus turned into a zombie, that the other zombies are hurt as well. So they kill her and they destroy the entire horde in one fell swoop. Angus tries one last time to kill her, but he is no match for the legend and he gets jobbed out big time. Piper and his girlfriend embrace as the nightmare finally ends. Did that sound ridiculous? Well, it was. I didn't hate this movie, but I certainly didn't love it either. There is some schlocky fun to be had here. But let's take a quick commercial break and we'll be right back with more action. If you're looking to save 20% off of your order from Redcon1.com, look no further because I have the perfect deal for you. If you'll use code AndrewDreamer right now, you will save 20% off your entire order. That's a pretty big discount, and you're going to get some really amazing products, whether it be supplements, food, clothing, anything you could want, they have. So use that code at checkout and get 20% off your order. Let's head back to the ring for more action. Heading straight to the positives for this movie, my biggest one is having pro wrestling be the catalyst for a horror movie. I genuinely love when these two things intertwine. It's my favorite thing. I also love the inclusion of all the legends in this film. Rowdy Roddy Piper was in several horror films, including John Carpenter's They Live, which I plan on covering very, very soon. Shane Douglas plays the perfect heel in this movie, and bringing along Matt Hardy and Kurt Angle is just freaking awesome. Even the inclusion of Facade was so fun. If you've never seen him wrestle, I strongly suggest that you go check him out because he is insanely talented. Also, this movie isn't trying to be great. It's trying to be a fun mix of horror and professional wrestling, and it absolutely succeeds at that. That being said, there are some negatives here as well. The biggest one is just how ridiculous this movie is. It's so over the top and dumb that sometimes you lose sight of that schlocky fun. And the acting isn't very good either, but most of these people aren't actors. They're wrestlers, so I'll give that a pass. And some part of this movie they're hard to see. And that's because it's so dark. And the cinematography it leaves a lot to be desired as well. But this movie doesn't have a big budget, so that stuff kind of comes with the territory sometimes. Also, for my traditional nitpicky negative, I'm going with seeing some of the wrestlers I like killed on screen. I really wanted Kurt Angle and Matt Hardy and Hacksaw Jim Duggan to all survive through this horrific ordeal, but I digress. So let's head to our closing segment to finish off the show. All in all, this is not a good movie. But if you're a fan of horror and wrestling, which is exactly what this channel is all about, then you will have some fun with this movie. It's dumb, ridiculous, and sloppy, but it's fun, so give it a watch. And that is going to be Pro Wrestlers vs. Zombies. I had some fun with this. I enjoyed myself quite a bit when I was watching this. Like I said, I did have a few issues with it here and there, but for the most part, I was able to just turn my brain off and just sit back and watch the movie. It's nothing great, but it's cool seeing some wrestlers fight zombies. I'm not gonna be upset at that, certainly. Like I said, check it out. You can watch it on several different streaming services. Peacock definitely has it. That's where I watched it. So you can go check it out there. Also, we are on the road to 500 subscribers. So if you have not hit that subscribe button, go ahead and do it now. Hit that thumbs up button, leave a like on the video, leave a comment down below. If you have another horror movie that involves professional wrestling or vice versa, let me know. I would really like to watch some more of these and review them. I had a lot of fun doing this, and I really want to do some more. So let me know if you know of any other movies like that. But I think that's all I've got for you today. So until next time, my name is Andrew Dreamer, and I will see you next time on Wrestling with Horror.